The internet has been buzzing lately after a viral tweet reignited a long-standing debate about rising star Tyla and her alleged attempts to embody Rihanna. You'll be shocked to hear why fans are upset regarding Tyla's tributes to Rihanna and why it seems like Rihanna is refusing to acknowledge her on purpose. The tweet, which featured a photo of Rihanna looking gorgeous from her youth with the caption, SMH, "This is what Tyla is trying to give, but it didn't feel authentic," opened the floodgates to renewed comparisons between the two artists, and fans on both sides have something to say. From the beginning of her career, Tyla has been stacked up against Rihanna, and it seems like most comparisons first started surfacing due to similarities in their backstories. Both women are global breakout stars hailing from outside the US, bringing a fresh take to the pop and R&B scenes. Rihanna, born and raised in Barbados, was discovered and relocated to the US as a teen, while Tyla, born in Johannesburg, South Africa, has been making waves after relocating to the UK and breaking into the mainstream with hits like Water. Seeing these comparisons, Tyla has never shied away from showing love to Rihanna, all while still trying to keep her own image separate.
Stop scrolling, because what's happening between Rihanna and Tyla changes everything. Fans think Tyla isn't just rising, she's being cloned, compared, and maybe even sabotaged. From cryptic shade to silent power moves, this isn't music drama. It's a war for the throne. And once you hear the receipts, you'll never see Rihanna or Tyla the same again. What happens when a brand new superstar suddenly gets compared to one of the greatest icons of our generation? That's the firestorm Tyla found herself in, and trust me, the story only gets wilder from here. Tyla's rise wasn't slow or steady, it was explosive. In 2023, her track Water exploded on TikTok. And it wasn't just the song, it was the performance, the choreography, where she slid across the floor, drenched in water.
I'm actually quite nervous, like a little bit shaking right now.
Why?
Because I'm obsessed with you.
Thank you
I
so
think we
much.
all are. This is huge. When did you first start noticing it, like really taking off?
Initially, I knew the song was a hit. Like, I loved the song from the beginning. But when huge artists started posting it on their story and messaging me saying they love the song, then I was like, hey! When I performed in Rwanda and did the, memories, it went crazy.
Yeah.
And then that's when it really took over.
Became a viral challenge almost overnight. Within weeks, TikTok was flooded with people recreating the routine, celebrities included. By January 2024, Water wasn't just a trend, it was history. The single cracked the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 7, and Tyla went on to win the first ever Grammy for Best African Music Performance. That put South Africa's young star on the global map in a way few had achieved before. But here's where things get complicated. Success came with shadows. The internet immediately drew comparisons between Tyla and Rihanna. Side-by-side photos circulated like wildfire, fans saying she dressed, walked, and even performed like a younger version of Rihanna. Some praised her as Rihanna's successor, while others accused her of being a copycat, or worse, an industry plant. Tyla, of course, wasn't having it. She told the press, "Rihanna is Rihanna. Oh, it's a compliment, but at the same time, I'm my own artist. I'm Tyla. As people get to know me and my music, they will see me as just Tyla." But the online chatter only grew. Tyla posted cryptically, "Talking to me while secretly recording is so weird. I can see the lens, baby." Fans thought this was shade at industry insiders, maybe even Rihanna's camp. And then Rihanna added fuel. She posted on Instagram, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." Fans immediately connected the dots. Was she warning Tyla? Or was it just coincidence? From the very beginning, Tyla's rise didn't feel accidental, it felt engineered. Epic Records backed her like a billion-dollar bet. Even before Water shook the charts, her 2022 single, Been Thinking, mysteriously dominated TikTok and Twitter feeds. How? Insiders whisper Epic paid major accounts to seed her everywhere. Then came Water, and suddenly, it wasn't just a song, it was an algorithmic invasion. Every For You page, every playlist, every trending hashtag, it was Tyla. Critics started calling her Rise Manufactured, a pop star born in a boardroom. And the strangest part? It all looked familiar. Back in 2005, Def Jam launched Rihanna with Ponde Replay, marketing her as the exotic cool girl from the islands. Rihanna was from Barbados. Tyla from South Africa, both framed as global imports reshaping the sound of pop. Rihanna had Melissa Ford, her creative sidekick. Tyla has her own creative director steering her vision. The rollout mirrors Rihanna's exact blueprint. Step 1, cultural roots, Caribbean beats for Rihanna, Amapiano, Afrobeats for Tyla. Step 2, crossover into mainstream global pop. Even fashion followed the script. Rihanna shocked red carpets with daring looks. Tyla followed suit. Her Balmain sand dress at the 2024 Met Gala went viral. Her vintage Roberto Cavalli at the MTV EMAs had fashion critics stunned. By 2025, Anna Wintour herself tapped Tyla for the Met Gala host committee. The message was loud and clear. Rihanna 2.0 has arrived. Being crowned the next Rihanna sounds like a dream, but for Tyla, it quickly turned into a curse. Yes, she admired Rihanna. In Interview magazine, she confessed, "I do remember loving the story of Rihanna because she came from outside of America. It made me feel like my dream was achievable." But just months later, she told Cosmopolitan, "At the same time, I'm my own artist. I'm Tyla." To fans, that sounded like polite shade, a subtle way of saying, "Stop putting me under Rihanna's shadow." And the internet did what it does best. One viral X post mocked, "What in the good girl gone bad is going on here? Tyla's in her Rihanna cosplay era." Another wrote, "If I was Rihanna, I'd be annoyed too. Tyla needs her own identity ASAP." Suddenly, the narrative flipped. Critics accused Epic Records of cloning Rihanna's career playbook. And when Rihanna posted the cryptic line, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper," on Instagram, fans swore it was a subliminal shot at Tyla. That only fueled the fire. Rihanna, after all, has a long history of throwing shade without ever naming names. Then came the fan wars. Some argued Rihanna was just bitter, pointing out she hasn't dropped an album in nearly a decade. Others insisted Tyla was the copycat, from her music to her Met Gala looks. The chaos even pulled Cardi B into the fight. Cardi defended Tyla, snapping at haters. "Every single time I scroll on TikTok, there's a video of her and people talking. What do you want her to do? Cut her effing veins?" Her outburst shifted the conversation. Suddenly, it wasn't just Rihanna versus Tyla. It became a bigger debate about toxic stan culture and how female artists are constantly pitted against each other. But was this really just fan wars, or did Rihanna's silence say more than words ever could? Rihanna isn't just a superstar, she's a gatekeeper. With Fenty, Savage X, and her billion-dollar empire, her influence can make or break anyone in music. And that's exactly why whispers about Rihanna quietly blocking Tyla's rise are spreading like wildfire. Despite Tyla's Grammy win, where are the big-name co-signs? No Drake feature, no Beyoncé duet, and certainly no Rihanna collab. Insiders claim that's no coincidence. An old clip of Rihanna on Tyra Banks resurfaced, where Jay-Z allegedly warned her, "There are two ways to leave here. Either through the door with the deal signed, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor." If that's how Rihanna entered the industry, is she now paying that pressure forward, making sure Tyla doesn't climb too high, too fast? But maybe the sabotage isn't Rihanna at all. Maybe it's Tyla's own team. By cloning Rihanna's image from fashion to branding, Epic Records might have set Tyla up for endless comparisons she can never escape. Critics also raise a bigger, messier question: colorism. Tyla's lighter complexion and polished American accent, they argue, make her more palatable for U.S. audiences compared to darker-skinned African stars like Thames and Aerostar. That accusation doesn't just drag Tyla into controversy, it sparks a whole debate about how the industry decides who gets the spotlight. Rihanna hasn't dropped an album in nearly a decade, yet her shadow still dominates the industry. Meanwhile, Tyla is Grammy certified, front row at Paris Fashion Week, and already hosting award shows. The question is clear: will she rise as a superstar or stay trapped as Rihanna Light? Here's where the stakes get deadly serious. If Rihanna views Tyla as a threat, her quiet influence alone could stall Tyla's growth. If doors close, the world won't say Tyla was blocked, they'll simply say she fell off. Fan debates capture the divide. Tyla's downfall isn't her fault. It's her team and the fans gassing her up. Yes, she copies Rihanna, but she still praises her. That shows she's real. And history shows the industry feeds on rivalries. Nicki versus Cardi, Beyoncé versus Ciara. Now it's Tyla versus Rihanna, whether either of them admit it or not. But here's the danger. If Tyla never escapes Rihanna's shadow, she'll be remembered only as the clone. Her survival depends on carving her own identity, switching her sound, and putting her raw story into her music. Until one of them speaks on the tension, fans will keep fueling the fire. Rihanna once sang, "Only girl in the world." For Tyla, the fight is about proving she's not a copy, but becoming her own girl in the world. Rihanna built her legacy, and now Tyla is fighting to carve out her own. The comparisons may feel unfair, but they've also ignited one of the most fascinating rivalries in music today. Every performance, every song, every look could decide whether Tyla rises as her own icon or remains trapped in Rihanna's shadow. The clock is ticking, and the next chapter could change everything. Don't miss it. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're here when it happens.